issues. Cool. Just a minute. Okay. So this is the publicly available data which I talked about. So here we will download the race, ethnicity, and gender data for universities as per the degree confirmed. So let's look at we'll look at the total number of graduates, men, women, Black or African American, Hispanic total, uh, two or more races, and non-resident alien population. So these are like our seven parameters. Uh, and we are doing this for 2021. Also, we'll look at first major only. And let's just for our demo, we will take engineering and let's say mathematics and statistics degrees only. And only the bachelor's degree for this. Cool. And for just FYI, I've selected all the US universities, which is in US institution, which is around 6,273. Nothing to do here, and then continue, and yeah, my data is available. And so I'll just show you how the data it looks like, and then we can get going. Yeah, so this is how the data looks like, which is basically your all the universities, and these are all the different parameters that we selected: total men, total women, Black or African American, Hispanic, two or more races, non-residents. This is one set of data for engineering degrees only, engineering bachelor's degree, and then again the second set of data is here, which is for mathematics and statistics degree. So all the degrees are side by side. And our ultimate goal is to get the data into this format for visualization purpose, which is primarily your institution, the degree we are looking at, what is the degree type, and then different parameters like this. So we'll have to convert this data into this data. And to do that, let's explore with the Excel. Okay. Yeah. So this is what I've done is I'm doing a small check. I'm just removing all the rows where there is no data. So that's why this check is there. And also I will pull up the state which the institution belong to through a small VLOOKUP, which will look like this. Okay, and let me just quickly remove this. So anything that has zero records, I'll just remove them, which because we don't need them. Yeah. 1 second. Cool. So this is the data. Now we'll have to do a lot of manual thing to get this data one above another. So that's why I will take help of Python to get that thing going to give more structure to this data. And for that, I have just written a small code or which will help us with that. Okay, this is how it looks like. I'll just run this quickly. Cool. So yeah, so this is now that same data is now converted into this format. Now we have our institution name and then our degree, degree type, these things. I'll use this for visualization purpose because there's more structure now. So quickly, let me share my Tableau screen with you. Cool. So this is our blank slide. Let me just pull the data. This is what we saved. Cool. So this is how our data looks like. Oh, let me just a minute. So I'm just juggling a lot of tabs here. So just okay. So let me this again. Okay, now we are good. Good. Cool. Yeah. So this is how our data is. This is our institutions. We got the state. Now we have degree like this, the degree type and our total, then male, female, this, and we have engineering and as well as mathematics and statistics. So let me just quickly, so this is our state. Let me pull it here. Me generally I remove this for better visualization. Okay. Let's color this map according to how the total graduates are available. So I'll just put the grand total, and this color density will show which state has higher number of graduates. So you can definitely see California has around 20,000, Texas 11,000, and this other states have like lesser probably. That's why they are lighter in color. So this is one. Then we will see how universities are in terms of different parameters. Let's show. Cool. So this is the second visual we will be doing. So we have all the institutions and the numbers of graduates from them. Let me just duplicate this and we'll use this only. Cool. Let's. So this is how everything looks like. This is the total numbers. I'll put a filter of state over here so that we can use it to see as per states. And yeah, let's see how it looks like. I'll put it here for all. I'll also put this here so that okay. Cool. So yeah, this is how the first look will be. Let me just do this, fit this to side. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now, so if you see this how the first how one of our dashboard would look like. I'll do some filtration. I'll just use this graph as a filter, and if I select Texas now, the distribution of the diversity that we see here is for the particular Texas state. So what I'll do, I'll just rename this. I'll just insert the state, and I'll do top universities, that kind of a. Okay, so now this is California top university and diversity profile. If I do Texas, I'll see Texas, Oregon, Nebraska, and if I click outside, I'll see for everything, which is for the US. This is how it will look like. So this is just for demo purpose. If I show you the final version, which will be something, hello. Oh, so sorry. I think let me just. think you can see now. So this is how it, some issue, I guess. Can you see it now? I think, yeah. So this is how I have prepared it, uh, which is primarily are all the states, how it looks like on the map. And if I, select a particular state, the bottom visuals will change according to it. So if this is for California top university and the diversity profile, if I go to Texas, this is how it will look like. Yeah, and if I show you the final thing that we have can build it, it will look something like this. Mm, this is something that I've built in my current organization. Yeah. So yeah, so this is, you can say, culmination of everything. So this is the university data, as well as we have collected some market data and for engineering population in terms of diversity, and we are showing that here in conjunction with university data. So if I go to particular state, I can see the university distribution as well as how the engineering population at various levels according to Atlassian looks like. And we have some advanced filters here, which is a diversity parameter filter. So if I select Hispanic, everything will change. My dis population distribution, my top states, my university as per the Hispanic population. If I select female, again, it will change according to female population. And we have, also linked the external market data dashboard here for, to navigate to that. And users can easily compare how, like which top states to focus on in terms of diversity. And we also have bachelor's as well as master's data here, and we have done this for multiple years. So this is how currently it is, like, after multiple iterations. But as I showed, the first version was something which was, we can build with use of, modern technologies or some of the tools that are easily available to us. Cool. I think we have 5 minutes of time. So if any of you can have, want to have, know something, you have any questions, you can ask, and I'll try to answer that. So, how important is it to build this capability in TI internally versus, say, partnering HR analytics and finance team? What we have observed that primarily HR analytics and function focuses on internal data, and not so much on external data or something which is available outside. So having that functionality internally in the team enables you obviously to have your data into more visualized aspect. At the same time, you can have the data or your presentations in a more visual interactive way. And I've also observed that sharing the data, when you can obviously share an Excel or PPT, that kind of thing, and people will take a lot of time or would be hesitant to interact with that. But having a visualization plays an important part in adaptability of your reports. Certainly, Alan, I think as you have asked, what is the learning curve involved to get this kind of skill set? Obviously, I would say it does require some technical background. However, with the tools that are coming these days, especially Tableau, or if for that matter, getting up and running within like 2 3 months is not a big deal. I mean, like I've seen even before I joined my team, there were people in my team who had started working on this and without any prior knowledge into these technologies, and they did pretty good job with that. So I would say that around 2 to 3 months time would require to get this level of competency. Challenges with IIPD data is I would one challenge which we continually face is the classification in terms of how degrees are classified, because they generally bucket let's say everything under science and technology, which may not be the right set of population you want to target, because you want to target some niche population with specific skill set. That is one thing which is not available with that data because it's a broader category of the data. Certainly, as Toby asked about, structured, it mostly focuses structured and unstructured data. Obviously, having that capability or capacity to do that cleaning and cleansing part internally, it drastically reduce our time to, build our offerings to, cater to the requests that we get. We can obviously rely on others or other teams, but again, how interaction within teams work. It generally expand the timelines of our delivery. Carl asked, do you hold a curriculum data? Some courses are called the same but have different modules. Do you have the data? Yes, that is that I think I mentioned previously, the challenges with IPS data. It's a very broader category per se, and it's very difficult to get the specific module based data for that. Uh, so yeah, that is one challenge with this with public data. Even for that, even when many companies or organization, they they report out the data, they try to bucket everything into more general or broader categories, and it becomes a challenge to have that specific kind of data. Thanks guys. Cool guys, thanks for joining. I hope you got something out of this session, and yeah, I'm looking forward to, if you have any questions, any suggestions, you can reach me on LinkedIn or even in TIC group, and I will be happy to answer that. Thank you. Have a good day ahead.